Hello and welcome back to episode 13 of the Cyclone of Tumult Juggernaut build guide. This is for new players. I am going to put a path of building down below. We're about to enter maps and the end game. We've just finished the campaign. Also, when you finish the campaign, I'll repeat this. You want to type in passives like that, and then press enter and scroll up to make sure you've done all the side quests to get those points. Well, we didn't get any points from the bandit, but that's what we chose to do, so that's okay. But everything else is looking correct. Cool. All right, so I'll put a link down below so that you can actually go in and look and see what weapons I have and all the different stuff. But in general, like, you don't really need a stone golem at this point. We don't really need this decoy totem. I just threw it in there. But I'm not using any totems that won't be here in 3 days. So, and I'm not using any of the skill tree that is part of the new stuff. I'm just making this as generic as possible, so that even as a new player without any new stuff, you're still going to do completely fine. And these are all very, very cheap uniques we're using. Very cheap. And we got the 6 link, well, that was nice. But League Start, to get a 6 link like this, you'll probably only get a 5 link at first as you're getting into maps, but you might get one for about 10 chaos. And 10 chaos is roughly, we'll see, but it's about 70 of these. And we get these by IDing and vendoring the rare items that we find on the ground, and they just add up over time. You sell these for chaos, you take the chaos, and you buy this. We're using the hitless sword because it has that life tap built in. So all this stuff, this automation here, where we do automate that with Withering Step, Steel Skin, and Phase Run, it's all automated, and it just costs life instead of mana, so I don't have to worry about it. So when I turn it on, we start really running around fast, and then we can sprint. We're going to automate this very soon, so it's automatic too, so we don't have to sit there and press it all the time. It'll just start firing off as much as it can. So we're going to be sprinting around, having a good time, spinning, doing cool stuff, and all that. So let's get into it. Oh boy. I've been using this as the dump tab. Every full tab that you get worth of rares, and as you vendor them off, ID them and vendor them, I would say you get about 7 to 8, maybe 9-ish. So right around 9-ish of the alterations. So a little over a chaos per tab, almost a chaos and a half per tab of stuff that you vendor off. So it doesn't take very many tabs full of this stuff to get the 10 chaos you needed to get a decent, just a starter 6 link item. So don't be intimidated by that. Just make sure that when you right click, I usually use a currency tab. I say, okay, all my currency is going to go in there. That way, if I'm sitting over, let's see, we'll take this, and we're on the second tab, and I control left click, it goes into the correct tab for me, because I have that affinity set by going like this and picking what stuff will go in there. For instance, maps I could just say, okay, put all maps in this tab. So I could go this, and every time I get a map and I click it in there, it would always go in here. We also have these. I want to start cleaning some of these up. So we got 15, 29. Ooh, that's exactly 40. Can we get another one? 16, 29. That'll work. So if we vendor these, we should get 2 back. Nice. And we won't be able to buy these from the vendor anymore, those baubles, and they're going to be important. We need those too. We need a lot of those. All right, into the meat of everything here. We're going to go back to the Oriath docks, and we're going to sail to the next section. That's all to do with Sanctum. We saw that last episode. Here she is. Oop, and set sail. We're going to wake up inside this little cavern. When you walk out here, there's a couple of things you want to hit. And what we've gone into is into the epilogue area. It's right here. We want to walk over here and talk to Helena. Hello. We can't talk to her? Very strange. It bounced me back to over there.
Farewell.
Very strange. Oh well. And then come right up here. Don't miss this. This unlocks the movement speed and flask enchantments, so that we can start automating flasks. So definitely grab that one. We'll put the tab on so we can kind of see it. On these lighter maps, it's hard to see the outline. So if you want, you can always turn this up by going like this. Options, UI, and let's see, there's the, you can turn it up a little brighter. Some people it annoys, you can turn it down. It's up to you. And we'll go talk to this. Lily Roth. No problem. And then you got to look for this little cut through over here. See that? We're just going to walk right over here. And this is where you pick up rewards for the season. It's over here on the right. And as you unlock more and more achievement type things, you must complete an Atlas bonus. Then you can go in there and get stuff out of here. Now, I think the thing is, the league is ending today. Oh boy, for me it's ending today. Oh boy. So I won't get very many rewards on this account with this. And we've got the locker, all that cool stuff, but we don't need any of this. We're just going to come up here, and this is the waypoint for this whole area. There's a little map device down there, but we're going to put the map device in our hideout. And the first thing you want to do is you're going to talk to Kirik, but he's going to give you the choice of running the first map you're ever going to run for free. So what I want you to do is go into your stash tab and look at the names of the maps that you have found so far. You should have found some. We got a shipyard, a desert spring, so 2 deserts, the springs, and a bone crypt. So we're missing 1 out of the first 4 maps. These are all tier 1 maps, and they're normal white maps. They're not magic. So there's that. Okay. So we've got desert, we've got shipyard, and we got bone crypt. Now it's important because we have to run those and get credit for running them.
Of the citizen, we've a vital mission.
There's a bonus thing. So which one? See, he's given us a choice. We don't have the Crimson Township. We've got Shipyard. We had the 1 Bone Crypt, and we had 2 of those. So you want to pick this one. It's important because we pick it like that. If you hold down Alt over it, if you hold down Alt, it'll say, hey, the Atlas map is incomplete, and the bonus objective is incomplete. Bonus objectives gives you a Atlas point to spend on an entirely new skill tree. And not only that, but you can have 3 of them, and they're massive and big and important and awesome. The Atlas tree that we're going to be working on allows you to customize your end game to make it so that it plays the way you want to play versus anybody else. If you like a certain feature of the end game and you want to accentuate it and block everything else in the end game, you can do that. It's wide open to you. So we're taking this map, we're going to have to identify it, and it's magical, which is a good thing. The map has to be magical. These aren't. They're just normal. And because it's magical, we've used a transmute. Well, he gave it to us magical. Because it's magical, by using a transmute on the map, it makes it magical. If you finish the map and complete the boss kill on it, you'll get the bonus point. And we'll show you what that means. I'll go over that a little bit more, but we're going to walk right down here. We're going to click this. And then you can just control left click this map right in here. This is the map device. You're going to be getting used to this. And we'll explain this other stuff as well. And this is highlighted. This is the only thing available so far. So because this is the only thing, that's what you get. 1% increased items of quantity of items found in the area. There it is. This could go here or here. It doesn't matter. It's just a map. And let's take a look at what it says. The item rarity is 11% bonus. Monster pack size is increased. And the monsters fire 2 additional projectiles. Now let's take that out a second. And we're going to go back up here and we're going to look at something here. Let's say that the modifier on that map was something like it'll reflect physical damage or fire damage or elemental damage. So if you were to the monsters would reflect it, that would be terrible because you hit something and it immediately hits you back and kills you. So you want to take a look at these modifiers and just make sure there's nothing on there that will instantly delete you. It will make it too hard for you to run. Well, I don't do any elemental damage because of brutality. So if it said reflected elemental damage, I wouldn't care. I know I'm not doing any, so I'm in good shape. I could run that. Or there might be a map that says, hey, you can't leech, or you can't regen any life, or who knows, all kinds of weird things. But, just keep an eye out for those. So we're going to go back down here. Oh, and if it was a map, I was going to say, you could use one of these to re-roll. We'll do it. You don't have to, but let's re-roll that. Oh, so now, because there's more modifiers on there, there's a prefix and a suffix. It's 2, even though it has 3 lines worth. Now the unique boss has 20% increased attack speed, increased damage. Monsters gain a frenzy charge on hit when they hit me, all kinds of stuff. But the other thing you notice, there's more mods, but now there's more quantity in the map, there's more rarity of items, and the pack size went up, which is a good thing. You want more creatures in your maps generally. So it got harder, but the rewards are higher. Cool. And you can keep re-rolling that as much as you want, but it costs currency there, so, All right, so let's throw this in here and have some fun. That's all set. We don't have to care about this yet, and let's activate it. We don't have to worry about this. This won't be in the next expansion, so we're just going to say enter. We're going to leave it like it is. I won't even look at those. And you get 6 tries to kill the boss. And in this case, we need to get that bonus point. So, let's dive on in. First one, doesn't matter which one you pick. And we're doing a Crimson Township map. And here we go. We're tier 1. It's level 68. Let's get our little buddy out just to help us a little bit. We're going to spin around here, and we're going to kill everything in here. It looks like June's in this map, so that's part of the Syndicate stuff, and it's important to get her because, as we said earlier, June and the Syndicate stuff, it has to do with, look at this. We're getting Chaos Orbs dropped. Beautiful. Oh no! 3? Now you understand why people want to get to maps. We just got 3 in the first. Very nice. All right, so let's talk to June, and she wants us to go down in here, but usually it's that's the third thing we could go down there. I think, yeah, it's 3 encounters. See, it's 0 of 3. So let's go down here. Each of her little encounters are different. This is the one where you dive underground and you got to get to the end and protect the things along the way. I'm looking for the end, so I'm looking at that map and I'm trying to work my way across. See those green things? They're trying to destroy those things. The bad guys in there. And we'll just zoom over here, and there's the end. We'll pop into this room and just destroy everybody because we're awesome. Whoa. These are serious fights. They really do get serious. They have helpers jump in. There's the other guy. Now the good thing is we did this really well. We got 3 things here. So they could drop veiled items which unlock enchants that are crafting options on our in our league. So we're generally, until you figure this out, just in general, there's so much to do it. It could be an hour-long video to explain this whole board. In general, most people just click that. And then they look and they got something cool. And they got something cool. And then you can always hold down Alt to see if it missed anything in the filter. But generally it doesn't. And we'll execute her and she moves over or up a rank. You can move people around. Wow, we got a lot of things on. Very cool. And we'll research. And it's boosting things up. Ooh, we got another Bone Crypt map. Very cool. The next league, you're going to actually have workers in your crew that will be able to run maps for you. So let's say you found a bunch of these maps and you're like, I don't want to run these, I'm running these higher ones. Well, you can have your crew run the maps for you. Very nice. Okay, so now we found these items and we want to unveil these crafts so that we can actually see what it is. So we're gonna go like this to June, and we're gonna say unveil. And you could do this back in your hideout too. You don't have to do this right here, but we're gonna do it together. If you invite June to your hideout, then you can do it right from your hideout too. So we'll say unveil. Now we're looking at this item. There's a chance that it could just be a ridiculously great item, rolled really nice, way better than this for unlikely. But we say, okay, I don't really want this helmet even with whatever these things are. So now I just look at these and I say, well, which one of these do I want to unlock first? Well, I would like to have access to this. because, what does this say? Oh, it's corrupted. I can't do any enchants on any of our gear, but if I was, let's say I had fire on my gear, well, I could replace it with plus fire and chaos resistance. That would be great. I'll take that one. Now it's unlocked. And see, it's literally on that item now. And we'll put this one over there. We'll unveil it. I don't want to use this weapon, but I want to use it to unlock things. Physical damage, impale with hits. That's a cool one. Penetrates elemental resistances. No. And this minion thing, this doesn't fit me, but this is closer to something I would want on a weapon if I were to enchant it myself. Nice. And we want to get all the... There's, I don't know, maybe 100 different crafts that you have to unlock. There's a lot. But you only have to do it once a league. And then, I don't want to use this weapon, but this allows me to unlock attack speed while a rare or unique is nearby. That's neat. Increased damage per power charge. That's pretty cool. 6% chance. All of these are cool. I'll take, I don't know, the power charge one. That sounds fun. It doesn't, none of those really fit me too well. What about this one? Unveil. Focus has a 7% cooldown rate. I don't use focus yet. Strength and intelligence we could put on something. And the brand attachment ring. We don't need that one, but I'll take this one. So now we could enchant 33, or we can enchant strength and intelligence onto an item. Very cool. So let's bail out of here, and we're going to go find the 2 other encounters that she has set up for us in this map. And we're going to find the boss. And oddly enough, this is, I would say, ooh, a Harbinger Scarab. Oh boy, so now we got our, oh, we just got ambushed. Okay, no helpers came to help Aisling. We'll level these things up. There's a lot going on here, guys. This is our first map, very cool. Destroy all equipment in the of intervention members. I don't think I want that done, so we can just release her. Sometimes I say, no, I don't want that. But just like that. Cool. And now June's over here again, right here, to help us unveil items. And here's the thing, if you're unveiling items and you don't want to go back to the vendor and sell them off, you can just drop them on the ground. It's not the end of the world. Oh, there's an item we have to unveil. Alright, so here's one. We've already unveiled that. So we don't want to use this. The sockets aren't enough, so we're not going to use it, but we're just going to use it to unveil something. Energy shield per second while a rare or unique. That sounds fun. I'm already can't be frozen, so this is cool. I'll just do this one next. And because I don't want to go... we have space here yet, but if I was tight on space, just toss it on the ground. Oh, what about this thing? All these are all unveiled. Okay, this ring. Let's see what the base of it is. Attack lightning damage. I wouldn't use this ring, but sometimes you'll find a ring that has, let's say, life on it, resist, and maybe even chaos resist. Well, you might not use it, but somebody else would. So then you're thinking, well, what else would somebody else use? They might need a bunch of dexterity and intelligence. They might need increased global physical damage, increased chaos damage. Who knows? But I think I want this one first. But then you could make a ring for somebody else. If it was really close to really great, then you could do that, and you're like, woo, and then somebody would buy that off you for a lot if it was a really good item. We'll put this over here. Good. Let's go find the next stage. Oh, and we got our first scarab, and I'll talk about scarabs. These are things that you can put in with your map device that will enhance the map. That basically enhances the map, changes things in the maps, adds things to it. So this, if I put this in the map device with this map would contain 3 additional harbingers, which are a whole nother mechanic thing. So you can literally just sit there and run a bunch of maps with harbingers in them if you want to do that and hunt for certain shards of things. Very cool. And we'll just highlight this guy and that guy, and we'll keep going. There's there's the green thing, so we're gonna have an event here. Let's break through this door. He's usually one guy on the outside here. I'll put the map away, and then we jump into the center, break those things down, and fight the guys in the middle. But we're so strong, it's awesome. I mean, this is a free-to-play account, I stress that, and I've just literally been using alteration, buying chaos orbs from people, and then buying very cheap, unique items. and we're not having a problem at all.
Just do it.
We'll put +1 rank to him. If you want to really learn about this, there's hour-long videos explaining what you should and shouldn't do and all kinds of things. There's a lot to it. And drop a scarab. Interesting. Thank you very much. Area contains 5 additional strong boxes. Sounds good to me. So we can just literally throw that in. Or you can sell this to other people, especially on that new currency market that's coming out. It looks like there's a ratio here in bulk. Not on... Oh, put chaos here. Looks like 3 for 1, or maybe 1 to 1. So that might be worth a chaos. Who knows? We'll see when the currency exchange market comes out. So you're going to be able to sell this stuff off a lot faster. And we can just get out of here. Oh, did I pick up? No, in this case, he didn't drop any veiled items. None. Yeah, it didn't highlight it. Okay. Push this, and we'll keep going. Let's take these guys out. And this is just a tier 1 map. The tiers get harder and harder up to tier 16, and then tier 17 was introduced last league. Those are really, really hard and important. Oh, he's a mana siphoner, so don't stand on the blue stuff. In the future, we will be able to ignore that. We're going to be able to make it so we don't even care about mana. Everything will be automated. Things will be great. I don't want to go over here quite yet. Although we did find all the June-related stuff in this map. The Syndicate, Betrayal. When I say it's June or Syndicate or Betrayal, it's all the same mechanic. It's all that kind of stuff. I mean, these are small. We'll pick them up. And we'll just jump up here. We got 5 Chaos Orbs out of this very first... Now you can see why people want to get to maps fast. If you're really, really good, anywhere from 5 to 6 hours through the campaign without with a brand new character is really, really, really good. 8 to 10 hours is very, very decent. Unless I'm going really fast, I think the fastest I've ever done it was 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours, probably 6 hours. I'd have to take a look again, but I was practicing going faster, and that's with gear that's set up and I'm ready to be leveling. So 5 to 6 hours with a leveling character, meaning I have the gear set up and ready to go, and I'm just flying along. So it saves you time that way. Oh, there's a chromatic ore back there, but I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to kill everything in here. This is valuable stuff to me. I'm getting EXP. No reason to... I'm in no rush to, just keep on pushing ahead. Other people... Oh my gosh, another Chaos Orb. Did we really get 6 out of there? We did. 7? Why am I getting so many? What the... I like it. There must be a mod or something. I must have rolled a mod, or I don't know. 7 and 1 is not very common, I think. Maybe it is. I just don't remember right. But that was a lot to me. Okay, let's sprint. Very cool. That's the equivalent of 70. So you won't have to do this kind of thing where we're vendoring things. You're gonna get divines dropped. The divine is worth anywhere from 100 to 200 chaos. So you're not going to be picking up all this stuff on the ground, IDing it, vendoring it. You're going to progress past that. All right, here we go with this. This fight, if you don't have gear and are ready for this, I think it's a chaos damage fight in here. Or if you don't have the DPS, it's going to be pretty brutal. So prepare to the point where you might want to just drop it. I don't know if this is needed, but you might want to drop a portal there because you're going to get sent back. But here we go. We're going to fight him and try to win because he hits really hard. Right there, it starts to hit on, but we just completely just ran over him. Beautiful. Map device unlocked, and we got Crimson Township complete, so we got a point to spend. The bonus objective complete because we ran it as a magic map, not normal. And we unlocked another thing in the map device. We basically did a lot. Oh, and we get to go to Kirik's vault, and we have to talk to him. All kinds of stuff. We're going to leave this on the door, or on the floor, and we're going to go back to the Karui Shores. He wants to talk to us, but let's sell this stuff off real quick. Let's just clear this up, and I'll be right back. I missed one of these that I have to unveil, so we're going to get June into our hideout. Let's do that now. We'll just dump all this in. We got 8 chaos out of that run. Now we have 10. This is amazing, guys. But that's why people try to rush to get to this stuff. We're going to probably put scarabs in here as well. So let's see if there's a scarab. What do those fall under? Not delirium, division, not maybe fragments? No. I don't know what they fall under category-wise. Maybe fragments? Let's see. I don't think so. Let's find out. Oh, they did. But why did that one go there? Where's the other one? I don't see it. It's an ambit. We had two scarabs. Where did it put it? We don't want that one there. 1 second, guys. I'll find out. Ah, it does it. Yeah, high to low. I forgot about that. So it's there. We might want to set up something like, I don't know, maybe the 4th tab. Normally you wouldn't have this 4th tab. A person just gave me a bunch of this stuff. Right when I started in the game on level 1, they just popped up and said, hey, first they gave away a mage blood, and that was to somebody else. And then I said, I'll take a mage blood. That would be fun. But then they said, well, I just gave it away. Here, have all this. And they just dumped all this on me. And I said, thanks. And I was like, I didn't have room. I was carrying it. So you'll have a 4th tab. You won't have all this stuff here. This is just a divine. Nice. Okay. So, we'll put this here. We're getting up to the point where we have 40 quality of this. I'll probably get rid of these. And then we have to unveil that. So let's go back, and we're going to go to our hideout. And we have to invite June. How do we do that? Oh, she's right here. Oh, a bunch of people just appeared now. Interesting. Let's move her over a little bit. And I'll let you guys decide on where you want to move these people. We'll put her right there for now. Every hideout's different. You can decorate it and spend as much time. And look at that. There's our, oddly enough, it looks like our map device is sitting here. So let's move our, oops. Let's move, we should be able to move this thing. Edit. Let's move this over here for now. And the map device is going to end up right here. So, June, unveil. Let's unveil that ring. And we're looking at it. Nobody would really want that. There's nothing that's great on there. So we're just going to unveil it and use it for its unveiling capabilities. Lightning and chaos. I would like that unveiled. This is a nice one too. But I want this one first. Cool. So let's go back to the epilogue. Right there. That's how you do it. And we're going to go back and talk to Kirik. Because we've completed his first mission.
Now that you've had a glimpse of the Atlas, our mission might make more sense.
Countless regions. Nobody knows exactly what the Atlas is. Death and loss. Keep exploring. Okay.
The job never ends.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to move this map device into our hideout. So let's go do that. And then, oh, we've got to do this too. So let's go over here. Looks like we got a reward. And looks like that. Now, if you are part of like there's a thing you can buy where it's like a monthly or a league thing where you can open this up. You'd have to buy the what is it? The premium track. But I'm not buying. I never buy that stuff. So I'm just the regular reward. We get 3 orbs of unmaking. Remember the orbs of regret? These are orbs of unmaking, and they allow you to refund points on our Atlas passive tree, which we're about to see. So we can't get in here yet. We must need something else on that. And you can look at it. I think it's under, not Kirik's Vault past this. So it'll tell you, hey, once you meet this criteria, it looks like 8 bonus completions for maps. Then you can get in here and you'll get a reward for this. And then more and more rewards all the way up to the end here. But you got to clear 115 different maps. We'll get there. All right, so let's go back to our hideout next. We've done our 3 labs. We're in good shape there. We have to do a 4th lab, but not yet. And we're not going to upgrade our weapon quite yet. We're okay with everything. We're not really hurting it in any way right now. Oh, there's the map device as well. Now we could edit and move it around if you want to. Move it like this, like that. This is completely fine. This I'm going to move back out of the way a little bit. Even the expedition thing, I'm going to put it out of the way. This is all fine. Kirik, let's move him right over here. Maybe a little further, and we'll take the edit off. So now we've got it all the stuff right here. Lily Roth, actually I want her a little bit closer, so that when I've opened this up, I can still see her. Yep, so I gotta move her a little bit further over here. And we'll turn her facing us. And now if I'm opening that, then I can just go, I can take stuff out of here, and then I can sell it. Like I can take stuff out of here, and then I just control shift click, and it brings her up. That's why I want her there. Okay, Orbs of Unmaking. We're going to put those in our, we'll put them right here. We'll use one of them. Here you go. So now we have an extra Atlas passive respec point. Interesting. Minimize that. And here we go. Oh boy. So we've got Kirik down here. We're going to explain him. He's really important, actually. And then we're going to go here. And we're going to look at this. So this has changed. Now we can use this booster thing on our map for free once, and then it'll explain. Then there'll be a cost in the future. This one adds 3 additional tormented spirits. Those are the ghosts that infect things, and those infected things drop better stuff then. Rogue exiles drop really good loot. We could have those, or we could just go with the freebie, which is 1% increase. And this actually goes up over time for like 4 or 5% increased of quantity of items. Pretty cool. So we're looking at that, no problem. Then we've got this Kirik mission thing, but we have a bunch of zeros, and the 0 are different colors. So we have 0 of the tier of the white maps missions available, 0 yellow map missions available, and 0 red maps. Now the tier goes tier 1 through 17. These white ones are tier 1 through 5, then tier 6 through 10 for yellow maps, and then red maps start at tier 11, go to 16, and then there's the purple maps, which are the tier 17 maps. Those are really difficult. A big step up in difficulty. But they did make it a lot easier than last league. This next league, they'll be a lot easier. Okay. So we're looking at this, no problems. Let's put up our first glimpse into the next thing here. This is the actual atlas. So we're generally right here. We're looking out and we say, oh, we hover over it, Crimson Township. And if you I don't think you yeah, we don't hold Alt over that. We've got the bonus objective complete by killing the boss of a magic or higher version of this map. So you could even run a rare version of the map, and it would give you the bonus completion. Cool. But then we hover over this, and it says, uh-oh, no bonus completion. So we don't get the, right now we have a bonus point because we ran that and completed it as magic. We got a bonus point to spend. Cool. But we still have to do this map, and this map. And then we'll have a total of 4 points to spend here. And you can toggle in between stuff, read all this. You can take a look at this. These are, you can actually get a favored maps thing, so that the maps that drop are more of your favorite maps, so you can just run 1 or 2 maps, all that you want. It's amazing. Here we go. Here's the next skill tree. Okay. Now, not only that, you can have one of these trees set up to run a certain methodology, strategy, and then you're going to unlock a second one, same one, so that you can just automatically switch to a different one. It'll be a different strategy to run through the end game, and then you can get a third one as well. But we're just going to start off with this first one. And of course, if this is your first time seeing it, you're probably overwhelmed. You're thinking, oh my god, here I am, I have 1 point to spend. And just like before, you really only have 4 choices. 1, 2, 5 choices. 3, 4, 5. Alright, so there's a lot of different ways you can approach this. as a new player, I want to unlock the crafts on my crafting bench. That's important to me, to get a wide variety of those things. So I want June, the betrayal stuff, which is this. And if I click it, it shows where more June related things are. And we'll scroll out a little bit. Let's see if we can click it again and see. So it looks like those are the June related things. Nice. And then if you click on other things, so if you like fighting Einhart and the bestiaries things, you'd click that and it'd generally show you where those things are. Then there's more generic things like the essences. There's strong boxes. There's all kinds of different things. And this is going to change next league as well a little bit. There's a ways to block all the different content here and here. So let's say you didn't want to do any of the rogue marker things. If you didn't want the rogues markers to show up in your map, or if you didn't want delirium mirrors to show up in your map, you'd turn that off, and then you'd get more of the other stuff. And as you turn off everything, you'll just get a high likelihood of the whatever thing you left open there to be there. There's also ways where you can force things to be in your maps. Let's say you really want betrayal in there. Well, you can get betrayal in every one of your maps that you run by taking a bunch of betrayal nodes. And oddly enough, I think it's probably a good idea for a new player. The betrayal things are hard to fight, but it's important to get them done and get a lot of betrayal stuff drops done so that you can unveil those things and have access to those crafts. If you don't have them, they're not that fun. The other thing is you want to be able to advance your atlas. So you want to have more maps drop as you're doing those maps, so that you have a surplus, so that you can do plenty of maps to expand and find more maps and find more atlases and expand and get deeper in there, so that you can get more points to spend here. So it's a little bit of both. So let's take a look at something like a node like this. This is 2% for one monster in each of your maps to drop an additional connected map. Okay, that sounds like a good thing. And then you can keep adding to that, and you can keep adding to it. Up here, there's going to be stuff like increased effects of the explicit modifiers on maps. Interesting. And 3% increased of scarabs found in your maps. Cool. So you can kind of take a look. Right here, I think, is quantity. All this whole circle is quantity. And then there's all different things in here as well. One of the things that's changing, and I'm sad about it, is, where is it? Let's see, Nico related. Not Harvest. Nico. One second, I'll find them. Ooh, these things, if you take this node, then it allows you to hop over without taking all the nodes in between, and it's like a tunneling teleport, so you can go from here to this side. So if you're doing a bunch of stuff over here, and you're like, oh, I really want this, well, you could just take one of these. And there's 3 of them on the map. One here, and it zaps you all the way to the other side, and there's one at the top up there. Oh boy. There's things that can, like this Wellspring of Creation. Monsters in your map deal less damage, but they have more life. So let's say you're really squishy, but you do a lot of damage. Maybe you want to take that. And they do less damage to you now, but they have more life, but you don't care, and you're just going to mow them down anyways, but you don't want to get killed as much. And then there's the opposite effect over here. There's a lot you can do. It's up to you. Oddly enough, I'm going to do the betrayal stuff. I want to get that going, so I'm going to work this way. I don't mind the extra strong boxes. We find plenty of maps as is. I'm okay with everything. So we're going to go here. You can do anything you want. It's up to you. There's arguments to be made for all different things, but I just want the betrayal stuff so I can get those crafts to be unlocked. So I go here, and then if we go around, it's not betrayal related, but this right here. Your maps have a 20% chance to contain June. Well, there's another 20%, or 10%. So that's that's 10 and 10, 20%. Your maps have a 20%. So if these next things that I unlock, now it's a 40% chance that she appears in the maps. And if we look further, we go this way, and we get an 8%, more 8%, 8%, so 24. Now we're up to 64%. And if you take all the nodes that are related to June, if we get all of those, we could get June on our map every single time and betrayal stuff. It is important to be able to unlock those things. And then after you've got a bunch of them and you don't want to do June anymore, you just back out of those points. You're going to have plenty of refund points. You'll be able to make it. You can actually buy them for 2 regret orbs each, and I don't know, but maybe in the next league you'll be able to use gold to unspec for this too. I would hope so. It would be cool. You could do it that way. A lot of people argue, hey, come, get these. Come up here and get these first by forcing. It's only one thing, and all of a sudden you forced an essence node to be in your map, or you come up here and get this, and you get a strong box guaranteed to be in your map. Some people like that, but I'm going to go this way and do it this way. Take your time, read over this. There's Atlas strategies, there's League Start Atlas strategies, there's all kinds of stuff. There really is the cool thing is there you have lots of different ways to play the end game. So now we've seen that. Oh boy. Now here's the thing, you're going to be piling up, generally you would be piling up a bunch of these scarabs. So you could sell them. I would take a look at the new marketplace that's coming out and look at the current price on stuff like this. And if you don't want to deal with these guys, just sell them and get chaos, because the raw chaos you can use to buy gear that's going to be better. So, you don't have a 6-link yet, and you really, really want one because you want to be able to do a 6-link of your preferred colors too. I'd prefer probably not infused and maybe something else in here. But for now, this is fine. But let's say you didn't, and these are worth, let's say it was worth 1 chaos and 1 chaos. Just sell it on the market and don't put it in here. But we're going to put it in here because we want to have some fun. So, we've got our maps here. And normally what I do is, I would just drag all the maps over here that I want to run. We've got all these, and I would just drag them over here like this. So here's the maps that we're going to run. Here's the scarabs. I want to use the scarabs. I want to have some fun. And then we got to make sure that these are blue. So we're going to have to use these. And I right click, and then I hold shift, and then I left click on that one, turn it into a blue map so that I definitely get points for it. And then I look on here, and it doesn't say monster reflect. I'm looking basically for that thing that says reflect. And there's actually third-party apps where you can just go, it'll warn you. You can push a button, and then it'll warn you. I've made an app that it's called a map checker, and it says, I just sit there and I press F2 on the map, and it looks at it, reads it, and then it says reflect map or any kind of customizationable warning that I want. But I don't run it. I just sit there and do this. Oh, okay. Players. Nope. No reflect. No reflect. Cool. Cool. And usually there's not going to be too many reflects down in here in the tier 1, tier 2 maps. As you get further in, there'll be more of those. All right. So now we hold down Alt. One of these, so we can run any of these and get a completion. So let's go back over to our map. And I want to run one more thing before we go into this. We're going to go and talk to Kirik. Kirik, every time you run one of his missions, his window resets. Now look at all this stuff, right? So here's the orbs of unmaking that I talked about. Here's some chisels, but I don't want to buy 20 chisels for 8 chaos. That's crazy. But this, if you have 2 regret orbs and you need some unmakings, you can buy them with regrets from him. And you're going to find orbs of regrets on the ground. You're going to find a lot. But here's the most important thing. He has all these maps for sale. And remember how I was saying save up your orbs of chance? How many do we actually save? Chance orbs. I think they're right here. We have 13 of them. So let's take a look at what he's selling. Purchase. He's selling all of these. Now, what I want to do is I want to hold down the Alt button and not necessarily buy the things that I've already completed. And also, I have all the tier 1s over here, so I don't have to buy any tier 1s from him. That's a rare tier 1. That's interesting, but no. So there's a tier 2. We could buy that from him, but we're not going to quite do it yet. What we're thinking more in terms of There's a tier 3 map. Nice. We're thinking in terms of run these because we might get a connected map. For instance, Bone Crypt. We'll run this one next. If we look at the map, the Atlas map here, we're going to run Bone Crypt next. Where is it? Right here. Here it is. If we zoom in a little bit, see how this has these connected lines? Well, this is connected to the pier map. So we might get a drop of the pier map. It's also going to be connected up here to something and then over here to something. So if you run this map, it's very likely that you'll get, it's more likely that you'll drop either this one or something that's connected to it. It's weighted in that favor. So we might get a map that Kirik is going to sell to us. So I don't want to use Kirik until I've ran out of my maps that I have. And then I'll say, hey, does he have anything that I don't have that can get me a bonus point? That's how I want to use them. So I don't want to go down in there and buy those yet because I have all these to run. So let's open this up and run another map. It's blue, so we're going to get a point. If we hold down Alt, it says incomplete, so we're definitely going to get a bonus point if we complete this map and kill the boss on a magic or higher level tier, which it is. We're going to actually throw these Harbingers in there and this just for fun. And then we could even put this guy in there. Now, I usually wait and put this in later into a higher tier map. It's a free use. I don't really need this early, but I'm going to have some fun. Let's go ahead and throw it in. There's going to be a lot going on in this map now. Let's activate it and have a blast. Oh, we don't care about this. This won't be here next league. That's why probably I got a bunch of chaos orbs. One of these probably dropped from this Necropolis League. It probably affected it somehow, and I just didn't pay attention. Normally you wouldn't get 8 chaos orbs like that right away. We must have just got lucky. Cool. All right, Bone Crypt. Bone Crypt is a square-ish map with the boss, I think, on the other side, or we'll see. It's a full circle. You can go this way or that way. Oh my gosh, we got a Divine Orb, guys. That's worth. Hold on, I'll show you how much that's worth. we literally just, if you get that this early in, I can buy 10 more than that. I can buy 15 different 6-linked armors now. Yeah, that's a big drop. All right, so just to put you here it is, Divine Orb. Let's see how much it's worth in chaos. 130, 140 chaos for that. So here I was excited about one, or the 8 chaos from that. We just found 140 worth. So yeah, I don't care about now. I really, at this point, you don't pick up the rare stuff unless you want to mess around with it and craft on it or something like that. But I'm not picking this up to get alterations and doing that. That's completely done now. Oh, and this one would force Elva into it. Nice. So we're just going to come over here. Yeah, we're for a new player, getting a divine drop like that basically means you're rich at this point. You can pretty much get all the gear you need to get you through the early parts of mapping easily with a divine. You just turn it into chaos, sell it for chaos, and then buy whatever you want. You're not going to get the best of the best things, but we can definitely get a decent automated some of these down here, flasks, automated sprint flasks. That would be nice to have going, stuff like that. More and more, even the weapon. We could probably get a decent weapon too. The weapon is going to be the most important for cycloning, by far. That's where you're going to get a lot of your damage from. I mean, there's just stuff everywhere now. That was a really good drop, but I didn't expect that. You saw it live. It's not a fake server or something. And we'll open this thing up. That guy might be right here. He might be right over here. Let's see it. He could be right in here. Yep, this is the boss, I think. Yep, there's the boss right here. Now, at this point, once we kill the boss and we got the reward, we could just give up on this thing, on this map. We get the completion, and there it is. There's the completion. We even got a skill point, and then that. We could do that, but we're just going to have some fun. I should be... Oh, this is what we'll do. We'd go to filterblade.xyz, and you're going to download the... We're using regular... I would go to at least like a semi-strict. Still, that's showing me too much. Semi-strict. How about just strict? That's better. Now I've filtered it down to just strict items. Stricter item filter for me. I'm cool with that. And it's wait a second. It's filterblade.xyz. Download the regular text file. For me, I'm going to use strict. I'm happy with that. And then you copy it into this folder right here. You copy that text file into this folder. Just like that. Into your Path of Exile. I think it should be filters. Let's see. Path of Exile. I guess just Path of Exile. And whatever this opens up to, paste it in there. And then come back here, refresh, and you'll see it in your drop-down list. Cool. And there's videos on... if you search on my channel, you'll see a video that... if just search for item filter on my channel, and it'll show a video step-by-step how to do it. So we've completed this. We've got a couple of points here to spend. And we're just going to go finish this map. Might as well. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Cool stuff. We might... Oh, this is the Harbinger that we pushed in with the Scarab. This is a Harbinger event, and he drops shards of things. See, that's a shard of a chaos. And you can hold Alt, and it will show you the other shards. So that right now my filter is hiding these things because they think, oh, I wouldn't want those. And maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't, but I'll just take those. But that's what the item filter does. It tries to filter out things that are less valuable, and generally it works well. Everybody uses an item filter, because otherwise you're saying way too much stuff on the ground. And you're going to progressively use a more strict and more strict item filter as well as you progress through. Some people barely have anything dropping. They don't want to deal with anything except the top tier stuff that drops. The greatest of greats. We're just having fun. Now here's the thing, if you don't have any maps for some reason, or these tier 1 maps are too hard for you, go back to Act 10, the Reliquary, and run that like 5 or 6 times, 10 times, run that, and you'll get some levels, you'll get some gear, everything will be fine, and you'll be in good shape there. I must be standing on something bad. Oh, this is a tough guy. He's got Caustic Orb, extra physical reduction, yeah, that's why. We do a lot of physical damage, so... Ooh, a Superior Granite Flask, interesting, and it's one of these. Let's see which one it is. Alright, Lion's Roar. Knocks back enemies. Nah, that's bad for me, but somebody else might want it. Let's see. Oh, that's worth at least 10 chaos. Pretty cool. Adds up quick, guys. It adds up quick. Alright, oh, here's the other Harbinger event. This is pretty serious fights, but we're in great shape. Look at the size of that AoE. It's amazing. We're fighting these guys. You can get mirror shards that drop out of here, which are the best item in the game. I've been playing for years and years and years. Killed millions of creatures. I've never seen a mirror drop. Ever. So that's this. See how we came in right there, went in a big circle, went in there, come back around. Cool. And we'll spin that. And let's go back to our abode. Did I actually get... I don't think I got a map drop there. I did not get any map drops. Oh well. We've got this. This is just craziness. So, I'm going to chuck these things in. And we'll even put this over here. We'll deal with that later. Did I find a scarab? No, I didn't. Oh, the scarab is right here. Okay. So let's spend our next Atlas point. We were going for this, so we're going to go here. Now we have a 10% chance when we get into the map that June will be in there, and we're going to improve that. And then we're going to spend a point. Oh boy. This is, let's see if we're still in our... Yeah, we're still in good shape here. I would probably like this and to get another jewel. So I might search for another jewel and get maybe something with like max life on it. That would probably be the better thing for me to do right now. So let's do that. We're going to apply it. I'm going to press F1 on this. And I'm going to say, hey, search for something that has... I don't care about the elementals. I just want at least that. Maybe some melee damage. Those two things. There's nothing hidden. Nope. So let's just search. There we go. And then I'm going to press the trade button. I'll be right back. Okay, and let's... He only wants 1 chaos for this. I didn't really search very deeply at all. And this one of the stats on this item is even bad for us, but it's okay. Let's turn off that annoying automation thing for a second. All these different... We got grass here. This is the last day of the league, and we're still doing trades. That was the first person I whispered. Thank you. Done deal. And out we go. Now, the thing I bought was only 1 chaos. Now, there's the 8% increased projectile speed. That doesn't help us. But the other 3 do. Increased melee, max life, and increased... Oh, I thought it said 2-handed weapons. Oh, well, I really messed up. 2 of them don't matter. But I could have spent a little more time to get a little bit better of an item on there. By far. I should have. But we're having fun with this. It's still better than if I would have took something like that. That's only 5% right there. Well, we're going to be able to upgrade this, no problem. I'm being lazy, just tossing it in there. So 2 of these don't matter, but the increased melee damage is cool. And we're at 2,700 life, and now we're at 2,800 almost. It's something. Just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, we're not, by far, let me stress, this is not perfection play. This is just easy, fun, no worries play. Very cheap, having a good time. Because I could be even stronger than this. I could probably be about, if I really min-maxed everything at this point, I could probably be twice as strong. Now the thing is, I don't need to be. There's no... This is easy. We're more than strong enough to get in here. We won't need to get stronger until yellow maps maybe get a little stronger, but we're strong enough even for yellow maps. If I had one, I could prove it right now. I don't have one on me because we don't have access to... I could buy one on the market and just go run a yellow map. I bet you I might even be able to run a red map right now with this gear. In fact, I'm confident I could do it. But, oh well. Let's go into the next thing. We got our freebie here. Now it costs 2 chaos, so definitely take that off of there. Don't leave it on there. So we're gonna hold down Alt. Oh, we've already completed that map, so we're gonna send it over on this side now. We want to run maps that we haven't completed, and they're easy to run, so we're gonna control that in there. And let's Elva. We don't want to put her in there because we've completed her Elva run. We don't want to put her in there until we finish that Elva temple. And then she'd be in there again. You don't want to force her. It doesn't make sense there because the temple's already completed. You have to either run it, I believe, or turn it into an item. So we won't put anything else in here. We'll put this on here. Anarchy. We'll put some exiles in there. Cool. Let's do this one. And this is just from the last league. I'll just move this down here so we don't have to see this stuff. But this is making it a little harder than normal. The next expansion won't have that stuff in there, so you won't have to. You'll be doing mining stuff and weird stuff, but you won't actually do the mining. You'll have crew to do it for you. Very cool. All right, so let's go in. Let's turn our speed booster shield, auto shield on, and away we go. Nice. Ooh, I gotta look at the ability to enchant too. The flasks, so we can automate those. I want to start getting into that. Maybe we'll dive into that in the next episode deeply, but I want to get a little peek into it this episode. See everything just exploding? And we got those explodey gloves on. Oh, let her infect anybody? Not really. Oh, Jackster just said hello again, I guess. And we'll keep going. Sprint over here. Divine flasks on the ground, okay. Also, we want a decent panic flask, a life planet, panicky flask, one that does a full heal if we're on low life, 50% or less. We want a good one of those. Those are really nice to have. Are we going to be able to kill this guy? Nope, got away. That's a good example of, hey, we might need a little more DPS. But for now, I'm completely fine with what we're doing here. And just like that. Let's go find the boss. Also, there's some rogue exiles in here, so let's see if they pop up anywhere. Might have already killed some of them. So strong, I don't even know. Nice. Everything's kind of popping now. Look at all that. Oh, a paw amulet. That's usually a beginner. That's the Sitta Breath. Yeah. And let's see. You'll get to the point where you know them just by looks. Not always, but in general. Oops. Take that off. This is actually a good leveling amulet as well. If you have minions, definitely. By far, this is, you've got to have this while you're leveling with minions. Very cool. Also, you can type in remaining in a map like this, and right now we have more than 50 remaining. I have a button that I actually tied to with PoE Awaken Trade. It's a macro button that what's that sound? Oh wow, this guy died behind us. Ooh, this jewel might be better than the one we just bought. Let's find out. Interesting item, and it's we'll do a quick price check on it. 2 to 5 chaos. Maybe we could do that. And then what about this one? All right, increased cast speeds, no. 12% lightning, no. Yeah, this is not for us. Oh well. In the next thing, I would probably just, well, I might try to sell this for like 5 chaos. Otherwise, I might just throw it into the disenchanter. Same thing this, throw it in there, disenchant. I suspect a lot of things are going to get disenchanted. So that might raise the price of some of these other things too, because more of our uniques, instead of them being listed cheaply, are going to get disenchanted. So we'll see. Maybe that'll make things more difficult. Who knows? Oh, I got bleed on me, and the bleed should go there. Bleed went away when my automation kicked in with steel skin. We also have to start adding quality to all our gems so that we get even more damage. The very first gem that I want to be adding quality to is going to be, come on buddy, is going to be this one right here, because it's going to add more speed, more attack speed, so more damage. So I'm going to be adding, yeah, it's going to be 20 of those. It's going to be expensive. Oh well. Yeah, that's like 20 chaos to get it up to 20 quality. And let's do oops. Let's see. Come on. Arrow up, remaining. There's still more than 50. There shouldn't be, but oh well. It might be hidden over here a little bit. There might be some behind here. They might be counting them in here. Let's see. Oh, we've done this fight before, so we know it roughly. It's that side area one. So for me, Desert Springs is not a map I would want to run if I was, if I was chasing the boss down, because I don't want to have to deal with this thing where we're running the boss through. This would not be a map that I wouldn't want to run repeatedly if I was trying to kill the boss in that map. And that's what you'll find maps that you like running more or less, and you'll just focus on those. Certain map, people love jungle map. People love, there's a town square map that's really easy to run. There's all kinds of different things. I'll take those. I need some more alchemies. Those alchemies turn a map from normal to rare, and for tier 6 through 10, the yellow maps, you have to run them rare to get the points for it. The red maps, you have to run them corrupted, so you need a Vow Orb to corrupt them. But you're going to be able to pull this off, so no worries. And break all those things for fun. Nice. I haven't had to use a healing potion at all. Or mana potions. I haven't used a mana potion in ages here. Beautiful. Just easy gameplay. I'm relaxing. Just just spinning around, killing everything. I'm about to automate one of these so I don't have to deal with it. And then I'll probably have one as a on-demand usage one, but maybe not. Yeah, I probably won't. I'll just have the one automated one. Easy, we got the bonus objective point. And now if we do remaining, let's see what it does. Arrow up. Still 50 somewhere. Who knows where they are. Okay. Looks good, looks good. Desert Spring, we'll hop out of here now. We'll upgrade that. And press T. Hop out of here. I don't even care about this stuff on the ground for now. There's recombinators. There's all kinds of things. So things are going to change next league, so maybe those will be better. I'm just going to dump all this stuff in the dump tab like we've been doing and dealing with this stuff later. All right. So you get the idea. I hold down Alt. That's completed. So I don't want to have to do that one again. But this one's not completed. Let's take a look at our Atlas tree. We're going to go here next. Now we have a 30% chance for June to pop into our maps. We're going to go back up here. Oops, if we put this in, that's the shipyard. We take a look at the Atlas. Sure enough, we've ran that one, that one, that one. We were getting a little unlucky on the map drops, but we have those orbs of chance, so we can buy some maps from Kirik. But not only that, so here's this, we're going to run this next. Let's say you truly didn't get any maps, and not only that, you didn't have any maps from here either. You didn't have any extra maps. And you were out of maps, and you don't have anything. You can't advance. You're like, what do I do? Just go back to. Let's go back here. You're going to get really good experience. It's not a bad thing. It's actually pretty good. You can just cruise through here. Act 10, right here, and hop in here, and just crush this stuff down. Watch our experience. Oh my gosh, I just got another divine orb, guys. This is not normal at all. Dude, we have like 260 chaos worth of stuff. Holy cow. Yeah, it just makes it ridiculous. But yeah, I've never had 2 divine orbs, and that was not even in a map. All right, you're not going to get a divine orb, most of you, by jumping into Reliquary. But if you did, you could literally use that and just go on the trade market for maps and buy all the maps you need. You could buy 30 or 40 maps for that. 20, 30 maps easily. So all the maps you wanted, the ones that you needed to complete things with, it would just be silly. But we're almost to another level right now. So and I'm not pushing any other buttons. I'm not using a heal button. I could push the sprint button once in a while if I wanted to. I'm having a good time. This is easy stuff. I hope this series has helped you. If it did, go ahead and subscribe or like, because there's more coming out. I'm going to be doing multiple builds for the new series, for the new league. I'll be explaining everything in detail. I play a lot, so a lot. And I'll be doing different builds too. I'll be doing Slayer again. We don't have Raider anymore, unfortunately. I did like Raider, Cyclone Raider. I'll probably still be doing a Berserk one. I was going to do Berserk, but then they changed things. But it might actually be okay still. It might be great still, actually. Juggernaut's going to be fun. Oh, and then so once you run this thing and you just want to run it again, let's say, you're like, oh, I didn't find the map again. Which I didn't, but I found something better. But all you do is you run back over here and click that, and then hold down Control, left click, and say, hey, reset this instance for me. And I want to run it again. We're getting stronger and stronger. What is our Cyclone at here? When it's all hyped up, let's see. Let's, ramp up ourselves here. 59, I saw 75 plus the 46%. We're probably at like 120, even more than that. Oh, I'll take a Val Orb. We need the Val Orb, but you need a bunch of those too. So can we jump down there? Nice. Yeah, this is really nice, guys. Very cool. All right, let's get out of here. I didn't find a map though, which is weird. But you usually will. Like one, you'll find, I think maybe like one at least every once or twice running through there. Every 2 times you run through there, you'll find a map, probably. And then the maps you'll find, and start running it again. In general, though, you will not have an issue with maps at all. In general, another divine. That's so crazy. We have over 260 that we found. We've now found. That's 260, 280, 290. Easily 300 chaos worth of loot just starting out, literally just hit endgame with 300 chaos, and we spent, this was probably 15 chaos, maybe 20. Yeah, so it's a good thing. Things are great. Now normally this doesn't happen, and normally you'd be sitting more like this, minus that. All right, I think I've explained a bunch of things. This is where we start to get into a little bit of a weirdness issue-wise to what I would spend next. Probably I would like some bleeds or some impales or more crit. We're going to do more crit. Let's see if we can get this number up. So right now our crit, let's see, 7%. That's way too low. Now we're going to start ramping up our crit. So I'm going to go here next. Then there. Then there. And then in the middle here, there's one that's really cool. Where is it? Oh, 150% increased critical strike chance against enemies that are on full life. Now that's not good for a boss, but it is good because we're going to have a higher chance of hitting really hard and getting a crit on a creature that's full life. So we're running through stuff. We're going to get that big hit on there. We're going to stun them, more likely, all that stuff. So I like taking that one, but you could do other ones. It's up to you. If you want to go more defensive, you take 30% reduced extra damage from critical strikes. That's a pretty big one, especially if you're going deeper down in Delve. You got to have something like that going on. Pretty amazing. We have the world's our oyster here. We can do anything. I'm going to be incorporating rage into the next build. Some more elemental maximum resist, so we can get these resists up. We need way more armor. We're going to improve that. There's a lot of things we can do. It really is amazing. So I will see you in the next league. I might buy some armor now that we have some gold or some chaos to spend. And I'll let you know how much I spend on it. I think we only have like hours left of the league though. I'll look into that in between this episode. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy. And wait a second. We can't leave with... We have to leave with a correctness here. There we go. I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one. And the next league looks like it's going to be a blast. See you then. Very cool. There we go. Nice. And we have pants. Very cool.